always know where I'm headed, but I always find a way to keep going. Roll with me. Peace. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Olivia. And today or this evening or whatever time you're watching this, I want to talk about something that no one really talks about. And that is how hard it can be to do something for yourself when you've spent most of your life doing for everyone else. And I know people mean well when they say stuff like, why don't you just take some time for you, or treat yourself, or go get your nails done, or girl, just go, just do you. And sometimes I nod, I might even smile or say, you know what, you're right. But the truth, it low-key triggers me, because for me, it's not just doing something for myself. It's not that simple. And sometimes I wish it was. Especially when you've been trained by life, by culture, by trauma to put everyone else first, right? And today, even my kids kind of confirmed it. My son, my youngest son, he looked at me and said, Mom, why do you spoil us but never do anything for you? Or why do you always give us your last and leave nothing for yourself? And this is while I was driving. I think we were headed back from the dollar store. The Dollar Tree is life around here. And that's when I realized that even they see it, right? Even they recognize the imbalance. And I kind of been sitting with it since. Like, not just the guilt of it, but the grief of it, right? Like, the grief of being so used to overgiving that I didn't even notice it was costing me, right? And for a long time, I used to have panic attacks just trying to buy something for myself. I'm talking in the store, put something or several somethings in the cart, stand in line, and then put it back because I felt guilty. Matter of fact, I almost did it today, with a bottle of nail polish that I'm almost certain I had the color at home, but I wasn't sure. Matter of fact, I knew I didn't have it, but I'm like, I don't need any more polish. I put it back, but then I went back and got it. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But it's like a guilt. Like, I wasn't allowed. Like, I didn't deserve it. Like, I remember when getting a Venti at Starbucks felt like too much, or like the worst thing in the world to do, when the kids always need something, or something else is more important than me getting my venti vanilla chai with soy, right? And I know that probably sounds silly, right? Getting overwhelmed by a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. But it wasn't about the coffee. It was about permission. It was about being taught, directly or indirectly, that everyone else's needs matter more than mine. So now when someone says, just do something for yourself, I try not to let that trigger sit too long, and I try to meet it with compassion. And I think on a day-to-day, I do a lot more for myself that may not be visible to everyone else. But when I wake up and decide to take a walk, or take a couple hours to myself, get my coffee, work out, do whatever I need to do, like, that's for me. And on the days when I don't are the days where I feel more off balance, right? On days when I wake up and instantly get into mom mode or work mode, I feel depleted by midday because I didn't, do for me, right? So I have to remind myself, and maybe you need a reminder too, you're allowed to receive. You're allowed to enjoy. You don't have to earn rest or pleasure or peace. You're worthy of those things just because you exist. Right? And now I'm trying to be more mindful of what I say to others too, because I know sometimes I'm guilty of it, and instead of saying, hey, why don't you just go do something for yourself? I have to be more mindful to just ask, like, what do you need? What will feel good right now? How can I support you in getting it? Because it's not about pushing people towards self-care like it's a to-do list item. It's about creating space for people to believe they matter. And if you're in that space, if doing for you still feels crazy or uncomfortable, if you're used to giving your last and calling it love, let this be your reminder. Love isn't supposed to leave you feeling empty, and you don't have to starve for others to eat. And your children noticing that imbalance, that's your invitation. Not to feel shame or blame or guilt, but to shift, to change it, to tip the scales a little bit. Just one small step at a time, even if it's just the Venti vanilla chai, or sitting in the car by yourself and listening to music, eating Hershey with almond that you don't want to share. Whatever it is, that's enough, and you're enough. That's all I have. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. And if any part of this video resonated with you, feel free to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, until next time, I love you all.